It's a drizzly Tuesday morning and we've left Mungo. We're driving through Spinifex and Mallee country towards Pooncarie. We're driving through proper Mallee country with porcupine grass, as they call it here, or Spinifex. About 55 kilometres out of Pooncarie. We've stopped off at Pooncarie on the Darling. This is the old wharf site at Pooncarie when the paddle steamers used to come through. It's quite an intriguing boat over there. We stopped off at the Pooncarie pub for a beer and a toasted sandwich for lunch. Still drizzling a little, and we're on the track up to Bindara, where we'll be staying hopefully beside the Darling. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? It's quite sticky clay.
Stuff that sticks to the goes.
About halfway between Pooncarie and Bindara station. And we've just stopped beside the Darling for a quick look before we mosey on. Come on, Mum. Come and tell your little kid to go. Flock of millions, or many, emus up there. Wonderful spot beside the Darling on Bindara station. We had a very wet, muddy setup last night. The campers were losing their sense of humour rapidly as we were growing in height as the mud kept sticking to our shoes. But miraculously overnight the rain's gone, the sun's out, everything's dried up. We've scraped most of the mud off our shoes. We've still got to get mud off the tyres and things of the car. However, it's a lovely day in paradise. The sun's shining on our camp, the campers are happy, and we're right beside the Darling. They're part of the joys of driving through muddy conditions. The mud flaps become what they're designed to be, mud flaps. With sticky mud coming up here yesterday in the slightly drizzly rain. And I think if we'd had much further to drive, their wheels would have been twice their thickness, perhaps giving us no traction whatsoever. Had little as it was. Hello, good morning.
Lovely day.
Beautiful, lovely sunny Thursday. No wind, no rain.
No mud.
No mud, that's better still. And this is my view from my breakfast table. Not a ripple in the river. It's so still. Just come for a walk along the river, away from our camp. Lazy River just weaves and winds its way around. Apparently they had back-to-back floods in 2011, 2012. And they're probably the cause of these big old trees to be down on their sides. Our camp is down round the bend down there. This tree here has had an Aboriginal canoe, bark canoe carved out of it. You can see quite clearly the shape of the canoe there. Some goats and I think a lonely sheep have come down for a drink and a bit of a nibble of the lovely green shoots along the waterbank. There are quite a few beautiful red-tailed black cockies around the property as well. In the evenings we enjoyed sitting by the campfire, prepared by the #1 campfire maker. So much better driving in this country when it's dry. The car has shed all the mud off the wheels already, and the mud flaps are still hanging on grimly to what we didn't pick off. And I'm sure by the time we get to Menindee it'll all come off. We're at Packers Crossing, heading towards Menindee. This is Tandau Creek. That's catches the overflow from Menindee lakes, and they use it when they have good seasons for cotton crops. Here's the rig at Packers Crossing, heading for Menindee. This is the other side from the water. Different water makes. Here's a little irrigation channel, yes. There's Tandau Station off to the left. You see our little arrow on the map? This is better than some of the macadamised freeways we've been on, heading up to Kinchega National Park and then into Menindee. Kinchega National Park now. I can't get it. He doesn't want to go because we caught him on a carcass of some roadkill. We've stopped beside Lake Corndilla now, and here are some emus. A whole lot of pelicans down there, but one of the park rangers is about to go and upset them, I think. Just coming into Menindee. Turned off the dirt onto the black and we're in Menindee. Stopped over at Maiden's Pub in Menindee. And time for lunch. Famous old pub. Burke and Will stopped here on their way north. make it back. Menindee lakes with water in them. First time I've ever seen water in Menindee lakes. We're approaching Broken Hill, about 7 kilometres out.